Your Mirage utility. I'm going to start from Palace and I'm going to work my way around the map. Your most important piece of Palace utility is going to be the Molotov for dark. Easy way to do it is find this corner here, aim right at the bottom corner of that, and just left click throw. So Molotov your dark off. If you're any closer, that's going to miss. It's going to hit the balcony, so you just need to make sure you get a little lower from the corner, and it'll get it. The safe way to do it is find the second pillar, line up at this corner here. You're going to aim at the bottom of this decorative part. There's like a dark line just to the right of it. And you're going to run and throw when you reach this archway right there. So, run, throw. You're safe, you never expose yourself. And that same lineup is also really good for a flash. So, line up there. Blinds your dark player and lets you keep your momentum as you push out. The other piece of utility that's useful to know is this Lurk smoke. You're going to line up with this line right there where those tiles intersect. Follow this white light just to the left of this crack, so right around here. Crouch and left click throw. What that does is it gives you a nice little one-way onto default right there. Lets you isolate this angle, lets you isolate this angle, lets you isolate Tetris, sandwich, stairs, jungle. Or you can get balls and just push through it. From ramp, you need to know a few smokes. You need to know stair smoke. The most common one you see is you line up in the middle of this. There. Left click throw. Another way to throw it is line up here. Aim at this corner there. And jump through. And lastly, you have this one here. You're going to center on this thing. You're going to follow this line up to the bottom of this. And just normal throw. That one's handy for just from the same spot. If you just move your crosshair up to the top of that, you can throw the same Molotov in the same exact spot. You need to know a CT smoke. The easiest one is to line up at this pillar here. Follow that wood thing until you hit the wall. And just jump through. The other one I know is from this spot right here as well. You're going to aim basically where that black line meets the top of that brick right there. Jump throw. And you need a jungle smoke. The most common ones are the second window here. You find this line. Line up there. Follow this line up till just above. And left click throw. This one's always going to have a small gap somewhere. Ideally, you want it on the jungle side. Another lineup from roughly the same spot would be you find this splotch right there. Line up there. Just to the left of the stump, or sorry, just to the right of the stump. In the middle, left click throw. And lastly, from this same spot here, this one's the worst of the three. You aim where the rope meets right there, just like a little bit above it, and jump throw. Now with the con smoke, it's very common for CTs to push it, so ideally you want to throw a Molotov at the bench there. And you ideally want to also throw a Molotov closer there, and just really stop them from pushing through that. A good play if they're opping CT every round is to throw the stairs and jungle smoke. Don't throw CT smoke. Have someone flash deep. So like just really get it deep. Get the opper off the angle. And then have some player here ready to post up and take over. Preferably your opper, so he's ready to fire where they peek again. And if you really want to flush him out, have another player ready with Molotov and just throw it deep. And force him out of that angle. You need to know a top con smoke. Easiest one is this corner here. Find the antenna right there. And jump through. The other two that I know are this one from top mid. You just follow along the shadow. And whenever you see this lamp pop up, you can aim right there. And jump through. You can also do it from this doorway right here. Stuck in this corner. You're going to aim at this antenna. And jump through. And you also have this little one-way, you tuck in this corner here, aim at the second line right there, kind of in the middle there, jump through. That does still leave top conduit avenue to peek onto cat right there, but it does let you, as the mid player, push bottom con, jump onto this ledge here, and gives you a one-way onto site. To flash for mid, the easiest way to do it is come to this pillar, come off it a little bit, and you're going to aim right there at that window. You just need to make sure you're to the right of this pillar thing right there, that little stub, and just jump through. That won't fully blind your window player, but it will get a con player looking at mid, and it will get the short player pushing up. You need a window smoke. The most common one is against this trash can. You can aim at the middle of that right there, hold right, and jump through. The main counter for that is if the CT player throws a Molotov down, it's going to give them a one-way. So the counter to that is, I'll show you as soon as this smoke fades. On this side right here, you can aim at this dot right there. So Molotov out, and you're going to left click forward jump through. So even if the Molotov is there, you still get full window coverage. And if the Molotov isn't there, still lands fine. You need a top mid smoke. There's a couple ways to do it. You can either jump on the trash can and aim right there. Or you can aim right there. They both land in roughly the same spot, so just pick whichever one's easiest for you. For a deep cat smoke, you can just aim right there. And jump through. And for short, you can aim right there and jump through. Deep cat is handy because it lets you push up, ignoring window. It'll block off con as you wrap around. The Molotov you need for mid, most importantly, is this one right here. So you're going to tuck up against this. You're going to follow this line up until the bottom of that roof right there. Left click throw. The most important thing is that it does land on that ledge because that's where they're going to peek from. The other way to do it is if you just aim right around there and run and throw. It works as well. The important thing is that you consistently get it on that ledge. For B site, You need a window smoke. So the most common one you see is from this corner. You just aim right there and jump throw. You can do it if you're rushing. Tuck in this corner here, aim at that antenna, and when your crosshair hits that, you're going to jump throw. You can do it from here. You line up against this. You find that dot right there. And you're going to aim right there and jump through. That one's nice because it's deeper and faster than this one here in this corner. If you want to smoke the arches, your one is going to be right here. You're going to tuck up against this windowsill in between that antenna and that line. Just left click through. For the other arch, you can come to this arrow, find this dark line right there, line up right there. You're going to aim just below that corner right there and jump through. Some more B utility. If you have an opera playing short every round, you can just drop the smoke right there. It doesn't do much, but it does stop him from watching this angle all the time. He has to actually fully push out. Gray flash is stuck in this corner right here. You're going to aim at the top of that doorway in this area right there. And run through him. Just going to pop out the window. Nice pop flash, hard to dodge. Really handy smoke is just to the left of that line, top of the doorway again, as you're running. Blocks van from seeing you. Blocks most of sight from seeing you as you cross. Kind of lets you take angles one by one as you push out and denies them information. Ideally, you have a teammate flash for you so you can not worry about jump spotting van and that kind of stuff, or an offer right there. And once you get to this area, a great flash is just underneath that pole where like the metal part is. Just crouch and left click throw. Doesn't blind you at all. It gets this guy down here fully. It really lets you pop out and clear the left side before you have to worry about the right side. Once you're on site, you can resmoke window from default. So you're tucked in this corner, aim just at that brown splotchy area right there and jump throw. Gets window. If you're back behind van, you can basically go under there until you get this line and just jump throw, or middle jump throw right there. Resmoke window. To get door, you just aim at that area right there and left click throw. Super handy flash if you're stuck back here is just aim at that area right there, step and throw. So you get your door.